You have an aspect of you that is so powerful that you shut it down. You've locked it away in a place where other people can't see it. You're so scared of this aspect of you because the truth is that you're more scared of what you're truly capable of than failure. Here are 3 things holding you back from stepping into your power. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, I'm Anna Davila. I'm a purpose mentor, breathwork facilitator, and a shadow work specialist. Subscribe for more tips and practices on developing your intuition, revealing your soul gifts, and stepping into your soul mission. The first thing that's holding you back from stepping into your power is the fear of perceived limitations. We tend to feel like we are a chess piece in which someone is manipulating and moving and navigating life for us. We perceive our circumstances as fixed and us not having the ability to change them, to shift them, to completely change the game. But the truth is that you're not just the chess piece. You are the chess piece, you are the board, you are the opponent, and you are the hand that moves that chess piece throughout the board. Some of the perceived limitations are time freedom, money freedom, and responsibilities. These tend to be the 3 that are pretty heavy, and they can make us feel like we can't do anything about it. Yes, there are certain truths to the reality that you're living. Everyone has a different circumstance in their life. Not everyone has as much privilege as other people. Not everyone has access to the same resources. But if you let those things define you, you are reinforcing that truth. You are recreating that reality. Fear of the limitation of not having enough time, not having enough money, and having too many responsibilities to step into your power and create the thing that you actually want, whether that is a different career choice, whether that is relocating to a place that you want to live, whatever desire that you want for your life that's truly coming from your heart, it was placed there by your soul. And if it's placed there by your soul, you're meant to have that experience. Yes, some of us have more responsibility than other people. Some of us have less time in which we can use to change the direction of our life. Some of us have less access to financial resources. But if we were to switch the perspective and instead of looking at how much we don't have, we take the time to look at, okay, what do we actually have and how can we utilize that and think of it as a challenge and as a game. Okay, with these resources, let's see what's up. Let's see what I can do with this. That would allow you to step into your power. Your power is an energy source for creativity, for solutions to problems, for collapsing time and space and allowing you to be able to produce or create or do something in a very short amount of time and be super efficient and productive and also reserve your energy. And this is something that I have not only navigated in the past, I'm currently navigating it, really being intentional about my time, knowing and understanding that in my current reality, I have a limited amount of time to do certain things that I am prioritizing, and therefore how can I be super intentional? What's one thing I can do that will move the needle forward the most and not get distracted by all of these different things I'm told that I have to do or how long it's going to take or the amount of time I have to dedicate to something to create that reality? No. When you step into your power, you're able to create it with whatever resources you currently have. And this is something that I'm reminded of over and over again every single time I pull out the card, the magician. The magician has every single thing that he or she or they need to create what they want. Even if your conscious mind cannot perceive it, this is where that limitation, that perceived limitation exists. And so when you work with that, you're going to open yourself up to the possibilities of how does this actually get to happen with what I currently have. Second thing that's holding you back from stepping into your power is fear of new experiences. And this can be something that's super rooted and deep in your subconscious, in your fascia, muscles, and your bones, from generational trauma from other lifetimes, from trauma from this lifetime, from programming. There's a lot of fear in new experiences. And even if you don't consciously know that, your subconscious mind, anything that's new is scary because it's unknown. And the unknown is interpreted as unsafe for your subconscious mind. And so try that new spell. I've received so many messages of so many people that are interested in some of the things that I share and the practices. And, they're very curious about it, but they don't want to do it themselves. It's interesting the feedback that I get when I tell them I actually don't do readings for people, but I can teach you how to do a reading for yourself. The response I get is no, because they're scared. They don't want to mess with that world. They're scared of, an evil spirit doing something bad to them. They're scared of getting themselves into something they don't know about, but they're willing to pay for someone to do it for them. And I get it because I was there. And also, this is one of the things holding you back from fully stepping into your power. This fear of new experiences. You trying something new, like a meditation or a spell or a ritual, there's going to be a new experience that's going to give you feedback. That's going to be a reflection, a mirror of who you truly are in that moment. And these different experiences will activate different aspects of you. And so I get it, the fear of trying new things, because I was there. And there's still moments where I meet that new edge. But my point is lean in. That doesn't necessarily mean jump in, just lean in. Take a breath. If there's fear present, take a breath and notice, okay, is this something I get to do right now? Or do I need to get resourced? Maybe do a little bit more research, maybe get my mind on board, maybe do some shadow work and then lean in. So try that spell, do that meditation, go on that spiritual retreat, try something new, have different experiences and trust yourself. Trust that you can hold you. Of course, vet the person that you're working with, vet the places that you're going, but trust yourself and trust that you are powerful enough to move through that. Whatever experience you have there, you're going to be able to navigate it. And the third thing holding you back from stepping fully into your power is fear of success. And this is one of the deepest fears that we have, whether we know about it or not. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Marianne Williamson, A Return to Love, Reflections on the Principles of A Course in Miracles. This quote speaks volumes to this specific fear of success. There are so many reasons why subconsciously you are scared of success. And not only subconsciously, but also from all the different lifetimes. There's so many nuances here. This is one of the things that's limiting you from stepping fully into your power. I suggest to do shadow work around success. And if you can't come up with a reason why you're scared of success, do yourself a favor and ask yourself the tough question. If I did fear success, why would I fear it? And see what comes up, see what comes through, and let whatever come out, and then reflect on it, and then integrate it, and then do some shadow work around it. I'm going to quickly share 2 things I discovered about my fears of success, which I didn't know were there until I did this work. Number 1, who am I to succeed when the women in my lineage did not have access to that success? When the women in my lineage were not even able to speak their truth? When the women in my lineage were harmed for sharing their gifts, for expressing themselves fully? Who am I to have the success when all these other people suffered? That is something I had to do a lot of shadow work around so that I can recognize the truth that actually by me succeeding, by me fully expressing, by me doing the thing I came here to do, I am paying honor to the women that came before me that didn't have the resources that I have, that lived in a time where that was penalized by death to do the work that they wanted to do. And that even made chills run through my body. Every time I remember that truth, that feels like an anchor to keep showing up. The second thing I uncovered of my fears of success, and I'm just going to put here trigger warning. So if you've ever experienced any type of abuse and you're currently in a space where it wouldn't be supportive for you to hear about someone else going through that, you can skip ahead and honor yourself. But the other fear that came up is if I become successful, I'm going to be seen more fully. And I had to dive deeper into, okay, well, why is that scary? Why is it scary to be seen by more people, to have more eyes on me? And the fear was that an abuser that I had would find me, and then I would be in physical danger again. And I think that that's a legitimate fear, right? It's a legitimate fear. It's a fear of safety. And when I leaned into, okay, now I get to choose with this fear, with the possible risk of being seen by this person that harmed me in the past, do I want to hold myself back? Do I want to hold back from the work that my soul came here to do? Am I in the same level of vulnerability as I was as a child? And I got to decide intentionally. And that's all that we can really do. The idea of a choice being good or bad is not something that I personally buy into or believe in or subscribe to. But what I do know to be true is that I get to choose, knowing consciously, am I choosing this or that and why? I don't want my trauma to choose for me. I am choosing from a soul level, from a heart level, from a conscious present level, from a resource level, from a level in which I remember who I truly am. I am sovereign and I am powerful as fuck and I am magical as fuck. And I came to do things here. I came to enjoy life, to experience, to express, to create, to do all the beautiful things that not only am I worthy of, but it's actually part of my contract. It's part of my sacred responsibility to come here and live the life that brings joy. So knowing that, I choose to still lean in and show up. Even if that fear is present, I can continue to work with it and do shadow work. And again, it's not going to be super conscious. It's not going to be something obvious. It's something that requires you to go deep and remove the layers and ask yourself tough questions and take your time with this. But fear of success is holding you back from fully stepping into your power. I encourage you to experiment with this, to lean into this, to see how much of your power you can hold and work with. And a very simple, tangible way to do this, because I love being able to do things tangibly and bring it back here into this grounded state. One of the ways in which I work with this is grabbing a perceived limitation and working with that and utilizing that to step into my power. So for example, limitation of time, right? If I have this perceived limitation of time because I have certain things in my life that require a lot of my time and it feels like I don't have control over that or I don't have a choice, that is the perfect environment, the perfect setup for you to tap into your power by leaning in and opening yourself up to a different perspective. Like, okay, I perceive that I have limited amount of time and therefore I can't do the thing that I actually want. Cool. What time do I actually have? I don't care what someone on social media, the amount of time that they have. I don't care about this friend that has a lot more time. I don't care about other people's reality. I need to focus on mine. What time do I actually have? An hour. Let's just say I have an hour a week, right? Cool. Let's fucking become a magician. Let's awaken our power and utilize that 1 hour a week. And how can we do this so intentionally, so focused, so powerfully? And I will create what I want, what I truly desire by utilizing that 1 hour a week to show the fuck up, to show up intentionally and powerfully. Remember, you are not just a chess piece that someone else is moving. You are the chess piece, you are the board, you are the opponent, and you are the actual hand moving that. You are sovereign, multidimensional. And when you remember that, you're going to show up differently. You're going to be able to access your power and do things that you never thought possible. Thank you so much for watching and being here with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on more videos like this. And if there's something that you want me to make a video on, something specific, let me know in the comments. I will be so happy to do that. I have a lot of amazing things coming, so definitely stay tuned.